Hey, this is Margaret Smethers. I'm a mortgage broker here with E3 Home Loans, and I want to walk you through the mortgage process. If you're looking to apply for a mortgage, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by actually submitting a loan application. When you're looking at getting a mortgage, you're going to submit a loan application with a lender, usually a loan officer you've talked to beforehand, and it can feel overwhelming because there's a lot of questions asked. What we are going to do is walk you through a real-life application step by step so you can understand what's going on and why these questions are being asked. Hopefully, this will help you feel a little bit more confident and comfortable moving forward. A loan application is actually an officially required document called a Uniform Residential Loan Application, or URLA. It is required by every single lender. The thing is that a 1003 is incredibly difficult to read. So what we've done is create a web application. These web applications make it easier to go through on your own. I'm going to be using my own application to walk you through the steps of applying. The first thing that will happen is the lender will send you a login or send you a link to create a secure account. I've already created my account, so I will just be logging in. You're going to be doing this on a desktop or a phone. It's easier on the desktop. I'm going to be filling in some fictitious information. So we're going to click on purchase or refinance, but I'm doing purchase. I'm just getting started. And where I'm looking to purchase. So I'm going to put Oakley. And then there's a couple different options on what type of property you're looking at. I am going to click single family. And then how will I be using this property? So this is going to be a primary residence. And then you can leave this area blank, but I am going to be putting $2,500 a month. And then am I working with a real estate agent? No. And then this is the what is the approximate price of the property you're looking at. You can leave this blank as well, but I'm going to put in some numbers in here, $500,000, and then I'm going to also put 5% down payment. And then that's going to trigger where's the down payment coming from. And you have a couple different options here as well. I am going to check checking and savings. And then it's going to automatically calculate the loan amount. We're going to save and continue to the personal information. And it's going to automatically prompt what I registered as. I can put my middle initial if I'd like. You don't have to, but this will be how you're going to be signing and credit will be pulled. So we want to make sure that it matches what your driver's license states here. And then if you have any alternative names, you're going to put those in there as well. Or if you have a nickname, and then the nickname is going to be, when we email, it's going to automatically come to that nickname. It's not going to be anything on the legal documentation. It's just going to be on the intro to emails. And then our contact information, our email, since it's already been verified. I'm going to put my phone number here, and if I don't have a home number, I'm going to put my cell phone number again. And then where do I currently live? This is going to be, is it the same as my mailing address? And then we're just going to click that. And then it's going to ask us, do I own this property or do I rent? And I'm just going to say I rent. I'm going to say I pay $2,500. How long have I lived here? And so we're going to say 4 years. It is going to automatically prompt you if you put less than 2 years for another address. Am I a veteran? No. What is my residency type? I am a U.S. citizen. What is my marital status? I am going to put married. You would put unmarried if you are divorced. And separated is legal separation. And then do I have any dependents? Yes. And then it's going to automatically prompt how many and their ages. So I have 2, and then we're going to move on, save and continue. Do I have any co-borrowers? I'm going to say I am applying solely separate. So we're going to move right on. And it just walks you to each step. So we're going to see, there's my nickname. And no income has been added. So we're going to add our income. And we're going to say that this is our current employer. And that we're going to put less than 2 years here. Just so you can see that it pops up another one. And then this is going to be your office location, not the corporate office. So this is where you actually go to work every day. If you work from home, then you're going to put your nearest office, and then we'll have obviously a letter of explanation if it's outside of commuting miles. And then my position, a work phone number. Obviously, these are all fictitious. And then how long I've been in this profession. So not how long have I worked here, but how long have I actually been doing this line of work. And then this is where we're going to break it down. So this is annually or monthly. This is your base pay. So this is your gross base pay. So we're going to say I made $6,000 a month. And then if I have any bonus income or commissions or overtime, and these will need to be verified. So we want to make sure that these have been received for over 12 months. So we're going to just set it as base, and we're going to click save and continue. And then here is where we're going to need to add our previous employer because we had less than 2 years at the new employment. So here is our, and we're going to try to get as close to an actual dates as we can. We will verify employment, but this gives us a really good starting point. Again, the physical address that we worked at. And then the position, this just verifies that we were in the same line of work before. And then our work phone number. And then our base income, as far as we can remember, right? So we want to try to get as accurate as possible. We will be looking at your W-2s, but this just gives us, again, a nice kind of area to start with. So we're going to put 4,000 here. And then we're going to save and continue. And now we're going to save and continue because we have our 2 years. And we're going to move on to assets. And then these are going to be all of the assets that we have available for this purchase. So we're going to say that we have $20,000 in our checking account. And this is at Bank 123. You don't need to put the account number if you don't have it. It is easier if you can put just the last 4 of that account number. So when we are reviewing the documentation, we can match it up. And I'm going to say I have another $30,000 in my savings. And I'm going to say that I have $50,000 total for this purchase. And I'm going to save and continue and move on to real estate. And this is asking, do I own any real estate? Well, I don't. So I'm going to say no. And if you did, you're going to fill that in. So you're going to next go on to the declarations. So because I said that this was a primary residence, it's already clicked. This is asking, have I had any ownership interest in another property within the last 3 years? That is a no. Do I have a family relationship with the seller? No, I don't. Am I borrowing any money for this real estate transaction or obtaining any money from another party, such as a seller or realtor, that I have not disclosed in this application? No, I'm not. Have I or will I be applying for a mortgage on another property, not the property securing this loan, on or before the closing of this transaction? No. Have you or will you be applying for new credit? That's installment loans, credit cards? No. Will this property be subject to a lien that could take priority? No. Are you a co-signer? No. Are there any outstanding judgments against you? No. Are you currently delinquent on any federal debt? No. Are you a party to a lawsuit in which you potentially have any personal financial liability? No. Within the past 7 years, have you conveyed title to any property in the past 7 years? No. Within the past 7 years, have you completed a pre-foreclosure sale or short sale, whereby the property was sold to a third party and the lender agreed to accept less than the outstanding mortgage? No. Have you had a property foreclosed upon in the last 7 years? No. Have you declared bankruptcy in the last 7 years? No. And then this is the race, ethnicity, and gender information. This is very important. This is to help ensure that all applicants are treated fairly and that the housing needs of communities, neighborhoods are being filled. So federal law requires that we ask the applicants their demographic information. This is your ethnicity, sex, and race. And in order to monitor our compliance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Fair Housing Act and the home mortgage disclosure laws. So we're going to scroll on down and I'm going to fill out that I am white, I am Hispanic Mexican, I am female, and we're going to move on, save and move on. So now what is my birthday? And then we're going to say 2000. And then what is my social security number? I'm going to put some fake numbers in here. Confirm that fake social. And then what is my estimated credit score? This is, just what I think. Obviously, we're going to pull the credit and kind of verify. And then these are some additional questions. Are you on an IRS payment plan? No. Will you be receiving any gifts? No. Do I currently receive any Social Security income, pension? No. Am I obligated to pay or receive child support or alimony? Yes, I am. And you can put in here how much, but we will be asking for that decree to verify. Have you had any changes to your pay structure? No. Is your credit currently frozen with any of the 3 credit bureaus? No. Save and submit. And then we're going to just quickly review everything, make sure everything looks accurate. If it doesn't and you need to go in, you could just click the little edit button. And then you're going to collect how you received us or the referral. And then anything else that we should know about your financial situation while we're reviewing your application, you can put in here. And then you're going to acknowledge the disclosure and consent to do business electronically. And then you're also going to acknowledge the authorization to order credit and verify financial history. We're going to submit that application. And this will send us an email saying that the application has been completed. There's our confirmation saying that it's been done. And then here is any open tasks. Once you submit, you're all done. That's as difficult as it is. It really shouldn't take you too long. You probably could go through it within 15 minutes. From here, your loan officer will receive a prompt that the application has been completed. They will review it and send out a document list if they haven't already. It'll be things like your pay stubs, W-2s, maybe your tax returns, your driver's license, and bank statements. Please make sure you have the document saved as a PDF with all required pages. The next video will be on how to save and package these documents for your lender. Thanks for tuning in.